Hello, so welcomes back everyone. Welcome to more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as our Sith Warrior Acera. Now, before we get into some actual gameplay, briefly going into and furthering our account of a Sith Warrior and what this is going to entail, I thought I'd have a quick look at our character. We've had a quick look at the interface. The other distracted me there for a moment. I've had a quick look at my controls, recalibrated them. I've moved around the skills we start with. I've went to the mailbox, picked up all the various things I've sent myself. And yeah, we'll get our things underway. As a Sith Warrior, like the Jedi Knight, we have a consumable resource known as Rage. The Jedi Knights call it Focus. And our various skills need a certain amount of this to actually be able to use them. So the likes of Vicious Slash here, it needs 3 rage to actually be used, and of course it slashes the target for 75 to 86 weapon damage. It attacks with both weapons if you're dual wielding, which is obviously a Sith Marauder ability to do. So our normal attack here, Assault, it's our most basic attack right now, generates 2 rage per hit and generates a small amount of damage. It's not great, but it's there. And of course, our other ability we started with Unnatural Might. It's a passive that lasts for an hour, increasing the target, which is ourself, increases our melee, ranged, force and tech bonus damage and healing by 5%. If a target is a group member, all other group members also gain the same buff. Unlike my Bounty Hunter, that increases our endurance, our maximum health by 5%, this increases basically our damage, which all comes in handy. Of course, we started with our first form, Shicho. It enters a balanced lightsaber form, increasing all damage dealt and reducing all damage by 3%. We will unlock various other forms as we level up. All of them will be damage inflicting, whereas if we played as a Sith Juggernaut, we would get a tanking form, so we could generate more threat and basically negate some damage. We also have our rocket boost from our legacy, which always comes in handy. And finally we have Channel Hatred. Channels your hatred to restore your health. Cannot be used during combat, and this is what it looks like. Similar to the Recover and Recharge Bounty Hunter ability. Now, our rage will decrease if we aren't in combat all the time. So the idea is, if we're in combat, we basically should stay that way. Otherwise, we're going to have to rebuild our rage to use some of our more powerful skills. But that's just about it. Obviously, we have the med packs we started with in our inventory. We have our Hut Hollow statue. For when we level up, we can use this and unlock our class skills once again. And if we just have a brief look at my inventory, I went to my mailbox. I sent myself some weapons and armor to use at various levels on this starting world of Korriban. And obviously we have all our titles here, all our pets that we start with are got given from EA. I've sent myself my customizable armor, ready for when we get to wear it. I think it's between levels 11 and 13. That's my item modification levels early on. And of course we got some 3-hour experience boosters. And yeah, we have our first mission to enter some ruins and explore the armory. Get ourselves a Sith Warblade. So we're going to hit an experience booster. Going to quickly unlock all these items. And then we'll get ourselves a way to start our first mission, our first class mission. Get all these titles unlocked. We probably won't play with titles with Acera, I'm not too sure yet. Let's see what other titles we unlock as we go through the storyline, really. Let's unlock all these pets. This one can disappear. Good. It's gone. Right, we actually have a level 1 sword I sent myself. It's slightly better than the one we actually started with, the training saber. But maybe the war blade we'll find will be better than that, so who knows. So let's get going. We've almost hit level 2 already. Let's unlock this binding point. And let us begin. Welcome to Korriban. It's very rustic. This is the Sith Temple where we'll be training. But first of all we need to enter these ruins and go get our war blade. Hello.
Please use all products only as intended.
We'll sell you them. We will take some basic might stims.
Be well.
Increases our strength by 8. I should mention actually, I totally forgot I should mention this. As a Sith Warrior, strength is probably our primary stat we want to boost. So any armors that have strength, probably endurance as well. Strength and endurance, primarily with a higher bonus in strength. As we shouldn't be tanking, we shouldn't really be taking too much damage. Now we're going to quickly try to get to level 2 before we enter the ruins, just because I want to unlock one particular skill. There we go. Now this should unlock, yep. Force charge. Dramatic music. Do we really need the music this high? Probably not. Force charge is like the Jedi Knight's Force Leap. Jumps to a distant target, dealing some damage, immobilizing the target and interrupting its current action. It also builds free rage. Wow. Had some latency spike there. How busy is this? See if we can move over to Instance 2 and see if it's less busy. I am playing in the middle of the afternoon here, so it could be a reason why I may be having problems on the server. There we go. So, there's still 83 people on this server. We'll see. We'll see how it handles. The starting planets are always busy. So there's various people we can talk to. We're going to ignore them. We don't care. I like to use Vicious Slash when it's available. There's a lot more damage than our basic assault ability. Later on we'll be able to forget about assault entirely, because I think there is a skill you can unlock which generates a good amount of rage, 5 or 6 per hit. Oh, so this is the armory. Got here quite fast, didn't we? And we gain the Sith Warblade. Slightly less strength, bit more endurance. Oh well, I guess we won't use it. Unfortunately, in taking the Warblade, we woke up some droids. And as a Sith Warrior, we don't really have many, if any, ranged attacks right now. We will get a couple later on. Oh. Last two droids. There we go. Sadly, the class mission bonus stages don't actually get you as much experience as the actual mission itself does. So now we just need to go report to Overseer Tremmel and let him know that we've achieved our goal. We got the Warblade, but it's not as good as the Practice Blade after all. Oh, of course, he told us to wet our blade on the blood of these slugs. There you go. I'd say we tested our new blade, but that would be a total lie. Got a commendation from that. Oh, he bashed us. Stunned us momentarily. Ow. Oh, we missed with that attack. Notice it said parry there. There you go. Gain level 3, we can now learn the ability Smash. It's extremely good when used in conjunction with Force Charge. It uses free rage to use. Smashes up to 8 enemies within 5 meters, dealing 56 to 65 kinetic damage. Stuns weak and standard enemies for 2 seconds. For example, good all-round ability. You probably saw it often if you saw any of my Jedi Knight / Jedi Guardian campaign. Welcome to the Sith Academy once again. It's a big place. Easily get lost in. We will be exploring most of it. Sorry for these small lag spikes. Can't be helped. I say it's quite busy this afternoon. Normally you need to report to Sergeant Reichel here, but we never even did the side quest that he requested of us. We didn't even pick up the side quest that then we needed to speak to him about.
I've got the best hardware and the best prices.
If I sell the Sith Warblade, will he get upset? I don't think he will, you know.
Good hunting.
We'll just pretend we got it. Is there anything else I need to pick up here? Might be worth taking the few bits of level 7 armor. And is there a level 5 strength saber I could buy?
See anything you like?
Oh, I already have it. Never mind.
Again?
Thank you.
Acolyte, I come with a message. Overseer Tremmel can teach you the ways of the Sith, but not all of the skills. For that, there are specialists in the Academy. Overseer Tremmel wishes you to meet them and learn what you can.
That seems like a wise idea.
An acolyte who thinks. Good. There is hope for you, and pleasure awaiting your instructors. You will find the best trainers in the Academy's archive. You are expected there shortly.
The only reason I spoke to her is because Overseer Lua in there tells us to go speak to our class trainers. In case you never had a hollow statue, it's worthwhile going to speak to her and being guided. And our class trainer is just over here.
The Force is a weapon. I will show you how to wield it.
Huh. Didn't realize that was actually a class mission. Oh well. Thank you very much. I actually didn't realize it was a class mission. The more you know. Overseer Tremmel. Let's have a quick look at the map. Obviously, this is where we came from. Korriban here. We started just at this opening here in the Valley of the Dark Lords. Went through the ruins and came out here. And then within the Sith Academy, obviously there's an upper level as well. But obviously Overseer Tremmel's on the lower floor.
Hey there, Acolyte. Hold on a moment. Let me get a look at you. So you're Overseer Tremmel's secret weapon. Impressive, to be sure. Afraid the old man waited too long to make his move, though. I'm Vemrin, and unlike you, I've fought and bled for everything I have. I demand respect.
Are you saying I haven't earned my way?
Please, everyone knows what Tremmel is doing. If Overseer Tremmel had made his move a year ago when I first arrived, you might have had a chance. But now, too little, too late.
This is ridiculous, Vemrin. Let's just kill her and hide the body.
We're not on Balmorra anymore, Tulgus. There are rules, traditions. We'll leave the shortcuts to Overseer Tremmel and his last pathetic hope here.
My honor is not to be questioned.
We'll see about that. Coming, Dolgus?
Be right there, Vemrin. Listen to me, you useless priss. Acolytes aren't allowed to murder each other. But accidents happen. It isn't murder without witnesses. No more warnings. Vemrin's the alpha monster here. You go after Vemrin, you die.
And that's us told. I should mention the voice actress for the Sith Warrior, the female one, is a woman called Natasha Little. I had a quick look at the IMDb and she has done quite a few things. None of them I really recognised apart from obviously Star Wars The Old Republic, but I'm sure more people recognise the name than I do. Let's go see Tremmel about what's just occurred. And he's talking to someone right now.
Good. You've returned. You seem to be in one piece. Tell me, how do you like your new blade?
I suppose this is sufficient.
What are you doing, Father? I only just got my warblade and I've been here 6 months.
I have my reasons, Escala. And you will not breathe a word of this to anyone. Do you hear?
Yes. Yes, Father.
Acolyte, this is Escala, my daughter. She's one of the advanced students here. On her way to becoming Sith. If she minds herself.
I'll keep quiet about your new charge, Father. But I won't be there if whatever you're planning blows up in your face.
Don't mind her, she's just sore that I'm keeping secrets. She growls, but she's loyal. Now, I thought I heard Vemrin's voice in the adjacent chamber before you arrived. Did he make his move so soon?
He just introduced himself to me.
If he didn't attack, he must not fully comprehend the threat you represent. Good, good. Still, I'd hoped we'd have more time. Vemrin's not the type to sniff around for too long before trying to take a bite. In a drive for sheer numbers, the criteria for Academy admittance has been relaxed. Now anyone with Force sensitivity is allowed entrance. Vemrin is mixed blood, the invisible rot eating at the foundation of the Empire. He must not be allowed to advance.
So, you're an elitist snob?
You say that like it's a bad thing. It's the Sith way. Only the best, only the most pure, should be good enough. Unfortunately, Vemrin's caught the eye of Darth Barris, one of the most influential Sith Lords. He's being groomed to be Barris's new apprentice. As Darth Barris's apprentice, the power at Vemrin's fingertips will be considerable. He could change the Sith for the worse. You must proceed to your next trial immediately. I want you to interrogate 3 prisoners in the Academy jails and decide their fates. Consider each criminal's story carefully. The decisions you make will be scrutinized, so let your passions guide your judgments.
I will handle it.
Go to the Academy prison. Speak to head jailer Nash and return to me after you've passed judgment on the prisoners.
And gained the title of Acolyte. And a fair bit of experience again. Holy hell, we didn't even get to use our level 5 armor. Oh well, I shouldn't really complain about gaining levels. More things to sell. Okay, we've been told to go to a prison and interrogate 3 prisoners. I'll break this video here. I'm going to try to make this series, the video lengths, a bit shorter since we are just primarily focusing on the storyline. But yeah, I'll see you all next time for more Star Wars: The Old Republic as our Sith Warrior. Until next time, bye bye now.